What are you looking for?
May Gilbert smile upon you.
What brings you to the caravans today? When we fled our child... I loved him. Did I tell you? That was what... No matter how... The Dominion has fallen. The Crimson... It is our job to... Take care of yourself, Clive.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Do you see that too?
Papa?
What is it? Oh, please. Stop. I'm scared.
Very well.
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it...
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him. This... You're right. It won't, man.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as a...
Fucking traitors. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached... It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me of my lord Marquis. Or is Sid the outlaw Morty?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to...
Before I agree to... I'd have you answer, what do you stand to gain?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos, but I seek a new beginning. And while the choices I've made may not... I know I made for so long, when it should have been our decision all, but in order to take it...
Certainly not the words I expected from an... You are, no. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my... Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imp...
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only one.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. We will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn...
I'm flattered. And I have other problems. What we need is a skilled arbitrator.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an...
Of a different kind, but...
Beggars can't... I suppose we'll all have to find a...
I shall.
My lord Marquis. Your lord uncle...
And I will see that my associate...
Very good.
An envoy. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can... Quentin.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than... Go on, then. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for...
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none...
And you'd have me give up what little I have left. The people of Lost Wing are my... You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any... They want you to speak for those who can't speak for... If it's the vin... We'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said just...
You know that's not what I...
Then what are you? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? Who's to say you couldn't convince the...
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat...
So you'll join us? Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. I can arrange for a party of curse-breakers to accompany...
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe.
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Any statesmen we speak with are liable to resist our entreaty.
This be Nickelberg.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough, at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you, too, heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here, to be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him.
Is that so?
What are you doing here?
It is my home.
You keep saying that.
They came here to perform the rite. Just this village, where they shall cast their souls upon...
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord, let free us from...
They want to be... Forgive me. But did it...
You mean the traveler from Stone?
Thank you.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Excuse me.
I am. And so it Lord Rosfield.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill.
He said that you had failed to report.
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. You have seen them at their prayer. They devote themselves to the veneration of praying night and day that they might be, not that they might be granted respite, serve him with all. I too swore to devote my life to this. And so I would see these people safe, that they might do their duty.
You do understand what their dream is?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become... I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these... Forgive me, my lord. But I must... Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out what. Beneath the flood. There must be something. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready. What now? We meet again. I've killed your kind before. Damn it! You die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord, just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in, a duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
They are saved. I should get this report to Cyril.
Welcome, welcome. Go safely.
My Lord Marquis, I am glad to see...
I met with your third chair, Cyril.
Thank you, my lord. He remained?
He died protecting the villagers from I buried him in Mickelberg.
If you could not save him...
The villagers, they prayed to their god that they might be unburdened. Then an ether flood came. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life...
Then he perished defending liberty. For the right to choose how one dies... A noble ambition. It matters not how misguided, only that the decision. We live according to the for better or worse.
But he didn't die for your creed. And you still believe that what he...
I believe we of the Undying are not slaves, and this was his will.
I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen. They died serving my house. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs. My lord, it has the greatest honor of my life to serve, though our duties may differ. Yours, and were they here...
Uncle, the Field Marshal has agreed to your...
Ha!
Of course.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde. They will await your return there.
One other?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate.
One of your...
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But
Another outlaw, there. Just the thing we need to put these rotten... Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier.
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our... You still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain short.
Oh, don't you? The 7 high houses. They have all agreed to make them... Oh, of course, it did take a little. But luckily I had...
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward, Rockford, from a...
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old bat, she had a shipload of talents, and when the other houses saw... Now, I must be getting back. Join us there at your earliest...
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that?
You find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and that is, unless you'd have them turn...
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than... My soldiers actually need their rations. Without, they'll be dead even...
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your... Two such firm friends as yourselves need no... Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond, but...
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep?
Criminal? How? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this... Fine.
Upstanding. He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more unto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm, and to do that we must convince those... There will be disagreements, yes. And if we show them the path, the fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands. But the well-being of her people lies in...
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move. For what great moment in history... Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you... Well, my boy...
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. We shall play our parts to the best of our... The realm needs its Sir Crandall. I want...
I will.
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to.
What do you think that thing is?
Courage, Ifrit. My decision is made. You said it yourself. He must.
He must.
Make ready.
To what do I owe the honor? So, will it be? Should last you a good while. And?
First the skies, then the crystal.
What is it, Clive? You can always tell.
So when this is over,
Be strong, Clive.